Life is a time pass, यहाँ पर पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी आए सो मारी आए, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you, even zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy. Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Like every one of us, Arjuna also belongs to the same category. And category, oh, it is very difficult. Why there are difficulties? Only because we have not recognized the value for something. If we fall in the waters, river, so with the help of the same water where we have fallen, we have to come out. Nobody will help us. If we have fallen in this chaos of our mind, we have to take help of the same mind and come out of it. There is no other way. Exactly the same way. When Bhagavan Krishna told that equanimity is the ultimate spiritual evolution, all problems are dissolved. This is another important thing, please remember. Problems cannot be solved. Problems have to be dissolved. In the relative world, there is not a single problem which has an absolute solution. See? What we do, we change the problems. So, here Bhagavan Krishna, when he told that Atmaupamena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramo matah. The ultimate yoga is this. Be at peace with yourself. As you deal with yourself, deal with others. When this was told, the equanimity of mind is the highest thing. Therefore, what is spiritual life? Mind your mind. And that is what we never do. We mind somebody else's mind. Why he is thinking like that? Come on, let him think. You keep cool. The whole spiritual practice is mind your mind. So Arjuna said, oh, it's very difficult. See? Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramati valavadruham tasyaham nigraham manne vayoho iva sudushkaram. The mind is very unstable. It is instigating sense organs. It is very powerful and it is obstinate. And to control such a mind is Vayoho iva sudushkuram manne. I consider this as if we want to control the typhoon. It is not possible. then what? Then suffer. Or else take to liquid spirituality. Now here Bhagwan answers. Asamshayam mahabaho mano durnigraham chalam abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha griyate. Now those of you who have studied Patanjali Yoga Darshan, there the knowledge or the information is given in different stages. In the first part, it is said how to control the mind. Abhyasa vairagya abhyam tan nirodha. Here Bhagavan uses the same thing. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha griyate. Oh, but it is very difficult. Then do Kriya Yoga. See? Tapaswadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. Do Kriya Yoga. Oh, okay, don't cry. Then Ashtanga Yoga, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. Do that. But that is also difficult. Then go to a temple and start crying. Go Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. See? Here, the teacher tells, by practice, anything is possible. Like many people ask me, Swamiji, where did you study English and Hindi? I said, I am Chora Ganga Kinare Wala. I have not studied anything. But then how do you know? I said, by mistake. Therefore, by abhyasa, by practice, anything is possible. So, what is the problem? Durnigraham chalam manaha. The mind is extremely unstable. And for this, Patanjali has given us 3 or 4 techniques. First technique is Yama Sadhana. Yama Sadhana means what? I won't go into the detail, but in short, one liner. Yama Sadhana, according to Patanjali, is Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Aparigraha, Brahmacharya. All these things put together is, we deal with the world in such a manner that the world is not a problem for us and we are not a problem for the world. That's all. Then Niyam Sadhana. The world is not a problem. I am problem for myself. We are the biggest problem for ourselves. See? Yama Niyam. And then thereafter, third sadhana was asana. Sthira Sukham Asanam. Here, most of the yogis go the wrong way. See? Sthira Sukham should be steadily happy, happily steady. But instead of that, they keep the asana steady and become painful. When do I open now this Padmasana? It is not opening. Call the doctor. Don't do that acrobatics. Sthira Sukham. Be happy. How can you be happy? Technique is given. Prayatna Shaithilya. Don't try to prove anything to anybody. Relax. If I remember, I explained it here or where, I don't remember. Here I think that there are 4 levels. Uttama Sahajavastha. That means Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatibhyam is Uttama, is the best. Uttama Sahajavastha. Madhyama Dhyana Dharana. Suffering silently in a dignified manner. Madhyama Dhyana Dharana. Adhama Murti Pujacha. And the worst is Tirtha Yatra Adhamadhama. Going from one place to another place and fighting with the Panditji there. See, friends, here Patanjali says, Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatibhyam means what? When you are, Ananta Samapatti means when you are in your natural state. Then You don't require efforts. If our eyes are 6/6, then we don't require glasses. Now what is happening? The eye muscles are no more able to focus the object properly. So what we go to the doctor and he gives us the glasses. So what the glasses do? They help us in adjusting the focal length. That's it. See, friends. And those who do not have that problem, without any glasses, they can see very easily. So whenever the rule is, whenever we are in our natural condition, you are relaxed. Whenever there are efforts, we are abnormal. So, asamshayam mahabaho mano durnigraham chalam. I agree with you. Mind is difficult. I agree. No doubt about it. But abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha griyate. But by practice you can, you should, you must, and you will. Then only spiritual practice is meant. Just imagine, for the sake of understanding, a child, human child, born cannot walk. So one day he somehow stood on his feet and put the first step and fell down. Oh my God, I don't think I can walk. Whole life he will never be able to walk. But the child doesn't give up. He continues. Abhyasena tu kaunteya. Don't give up. And for that, what is the support? Vairagyena cha griyate. So what is vairagya? Vairagya is withdrawal under the umbrella of wisdom. Dispassion is withdrawal, not out of frustration, but out of wisdom. When the withdrawal is out of frustration, it leads to depression. And then we become frustrated all the time. Our mind is like, the poultry farm. Withdraw. We have no right on anybody or anything in this world. This problem, this solution also I told you. Write off your rights right away. We have no rights on anybody in this world. Then how to live? Know for certain. It is our need. Like I am giving this retreat to you. I know none of you need it. It is I who need. If you all go, will I talk to the chairs or what? See, friends, therefore, when we thus withdraw with understanding, and withdrawal with understanding is wisdom. Therefore, abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha griyate. Never have this wrong notion that something is going wrong with us. We have done something, sinned in the last life. Get out of that dumb thing from the head. Last life, this life, next life. That topic will come here. We will explain it in more detail. Therefore, abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha griyate. Now, Bhagavan says, why this is difficult for you, असंयतात्मना योगो दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः वश्यात्मना तु यतदा शक्यो वाप्तुम उपायतः. असंयतात्मना योगः दुष्प्राप इति मे मति. According to my understanding, dear Arjun, he who has no control over himself, he cannot achieve anything in life. Imagine, we are coming down the hill and our car is mashallah. When we apply the brake, it gets applied after half an hour. See? Then what will happen? No question will come. Over. In the same manner, we have no control over ourselves. And where from to begin the control? Begin the control from Dekho suno mat bolo. See here, no comments, no evaluation, no suggestion, no nothing. Be like a mirror. But if we like a mirror, then people will say that we are dumb. Very good. It is better let the people think we are fool because we don't talk than to confirm after opening the mouth. See, keep cool. No need. So, asayyatatmana yogo dushprapayiti me matihi. We have to have control. Control where युक्ताहार विहारस्य युक्त चेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्त स्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखा. This is the meaning. How much we sleep, how much we don't sleep, how much we eat, how much we don't eat. Everything must have a discipline. And when we are functioning this discipline effortlessly, it is a freedom. Like here, I am talking to you. I am not a tutor who is paid to come and talk to you. Isn't it? So my approach will be different. I am not trying to please you. I am trying to tell you the truth. Whether you want or you don't want, who cares? See? And if it is a teacher, is a tutor, paid one, in one place it happened. A very rich man's girl, daughter, and the teacher is to come and teach her. So she is to tell, you take this, my slip, and give it to my boyfriend. You go and tell him. But it is not good, my dear child. You should not. Do you want to continue in this job or not? I am paying you. Now that poor teacher has to earn money. So he is to go spend 1 hour with that girl and she will be talking to her boyfriend and he is Sakshi Chaitanya. And go back and give this thing to him, that thing to him. Because he is paid tutor. See, friends, therefore, we have to be very clear. Let us not be enslaved by our wrong notions, by our wrong ideas. So, asanyatpana yogaha dushprapa iti me mati is very difficult. So, first step, start from the mouth. Dekho suno mat bolo. Second thing, before we say anything to anybody, ask a question. Who asked you? Now observe this. Suppose 4 or 5 people are together having tea, coffee. One person tells, see, I was coming and that time there was such a terrible accident. One car came and dashed that motorcycle fellow and he fell and really it was so terrible. The story is over. Do you think others will keep quiet? It is nothing. When I was coming, a truck came and hit a car, So my accident is superior than your accident. The third person, nothing. I saw a train coming and hitting a truck. Oh God, superior accident. Nothing. One aeroplane came. Now what we want to do? You know what happens? We want to get involved in discussions. Narad Maharshi tells, Vado na avalambyaha, don't get into discussions anywhere. Because we want to make our presence felt. No need. It's okay. Very good. Over. So, that time ask a question. Who asked you? Nobody asked. And keep quiet. Asanyatmana yogo doshprapa iti me mati. Then, vashyatmana tu jatata. But he who has sufficient control over his mind. Then, shakya vaptum upayataha. Such a person alone can attain the yoga. Now, what is the yoga we have seen? Yoga is what? When misery is coming in our life, we refuse to be miserable. Is the yoga. It's so important. Nothing happens in our life which is unwanted. Everything is necessary for our evolution. Imagine if Bhagavan Krishna had not taken his chariot on the battlefield in front of Dronacharya, Bhishmacharya, and had he not said that you have to fight with your guru, with your grandfather, fight. That created a confusion for him, moha, delusion. And because of that, what Bhagavan told ultimately, only remember this thing. On the battlefield, you have no relations, you are only a warrior. In the same manner, on the spiritual path, you are the seeker of truth. All other things, mother, father, brother, husband, wife, keep them at a distance. Don't get entangled in them. Now, Arjun knew that he is a warrior. He has no problem about fighting the war. But this wrong notion, what is wrong notion? Who am I at a given period of time? Who am I at a given situation? That we have to remember and understand. Arjuna knew what he is. He is a grandson, a disciple. But where? On the battlefield. Then what is he? He is a grandson and a disciple, or he is a warrior? So on the battlefield, who is he? He is a warrior, not what is he. We all suffer because of non-differentiation between what I am and who am I. Change this. Please remember this. The only purpose of our life is we remain such a perfect instrument. He will choose us and express through us. Don't run after God. He'll make you miserable. You be perfect and empty. He will enter. And thereafter, the divine will start expressing through you. You have gone away, occupied by the divine. See, in 1947, when India was divided, India, Pakistan, many people from Lucknow, many big rich people, Nawab, all those, they vacated and went to Pakistan. Now that huge is called as Bhul Bhulaiya Mahal. That huge, when it was emptied, then government took over. What is the government? Totality. Why? Individual has left. In the same manner, when the individual disappears, mother, father, husband, wife, it disappears, then the divine will take over. See, my friends, therefore, vashyatmana tu yatataha shakya vaptum upayataha. So first of all, mind your mind and then think about yoga. Otherwise, you will be more miserable than otherwise. Ayati shraddhayopeto yoga chalita manasaha aprapya yoga samsiddhim kam gatim Krishna gacchati. Now Arjuna asked this question. Ayati shraddhayopetaha. The one who is not self-controlled, who is not ready to put efforts, but he has got great faith, shraddhaya upayata, yoga charita manasa, and therefore he has not attained perfection in yoga. Meaning what? See, this is such a beautiful thing. There was one boy many years before, he came to me and he said, Swamiji, I want your advice. And before that, he gave introduction. Swamiji, I asked many of them, I want your also advice. What is that? Whether I should follow the path of yoga, renunciation, or I should get married. I asked too many people, I want you. I said, get married. He said, you are telling so casually, instantaneously get married. Other people have told me what are the plus point, what are the minus points of the married or unmarried life and all that. You just told like that, get married. I said, look here. Those who walk the path of renunciation, they don't collect opinion of the people they walk. You are collecting opinion, therefore you are fit only to be a married person and suffer sufficiently and then come to me. See, friends, it is so important. Therefore, ayati, not putting efforts, yoga charita manasaha, and he is not committed to this spiritual path, but he has got shraddha. Yes, I have got great faith, God can help me. And again you worry. If we have faith in God and worry cannot coexist. How simple it is. Do you think a mother will do bad to the child giving poison? No. In the same manner, God, the mother, will never do any wrong to us. That is required. See, when we go to the hospital, now what is right for us? The doctors decide. Doctors have no other intention. They are looking at all the patients as patients. But then we are Indians. We start teaching the doctor. Doctor, give एक आध injection दे दो. No need. Nobody have given it to him. Why don't you give me? He knows what is right for us. In the same manner, what is required for our evolution, he knows better. Therefore, only having shraddha but not putting efforts is becoming a qualified lazy person. Ayati shraddhayo peta yoga charita manasa aprapya yoga samsiddhim. Now what is happening? Because he was taking this wrong direction, neither he is able to enjoy the married life, nor he is able to enjoy the sannyasa life. See? Na ghar ke, na ghat ke. Therefore, aprapya yoga samsiddhim kam gatim Krishna gacchati. Oh Lord, hey Krishna, kindly tell me, where does he ultimately end up? This is the question. This is our question. Suppose I am walking the spiritual path, suppose I don't get realized, what will happen? What has happened now? Nothing. Nothing will happen. Then why should I do all this? Don't do. See, friends. Therefore, this is our question. From the karma point of view, if you do bad, you go to hell. You do good, you go to heaven. All this and that. So this becomes very easy. Now this particular topic is to be clearly and distinctly understood. Arjuna's question continues. Kachinno bhaya vibrashtaha chinna brahmima nashati apratishto mahabaho vimudo brahmanapati. Now this person, brahmanapati vimudaha, he who has not attained fulfillment in his life, vimudha, he is completely deluded and frustrated. So much of efforts done, but nothing is attained. Apratishtaha, he has not attained fulfillment in life. So neither he has enjoyed the married life, nor he has enjoyed the sannyasa life. So His condition is like, he gives the example, Chinna abhramiva nashyati. You must have seen the clouds come in the sky and they get shattered and disappear. Where do they go? Meaning what? When we die, what happens? Now, this is the most important topic. Be very attentive. We are all expert in blaming others for all the problems of our life. Default settings. Parents are miserable because of children. Children are miserable because of parents. We are so settled in this thing. Then what will be my spiritual practice? Children will try to improve the parents and parents will try to improve the children. This will never happen. And whole life is wasted. Then we go to Mahatmas. And they say, Swamiji, why this is happening? You know, I have not done bad to anybody in my life. I have not even killed a mosquito. And now that Mahatma has to tell us something. Look here. In the last life, you have taken a lot of money from a person, but you have not paid back. So that same person is born as your son. He will recover every pie that you have not paid him back in the last life with interest. Oh, but I don't remember. You may not remember. Divine computer never fails. So he is none other than the mistakes that you have done last life, you are suffering in this life. Oh God, what should I do now? Now stop blaming him and behave in such a manner that you do not repeat the same thing again. Then what will happen? In the next life, he will not be your son. Really? Yes, I am ready to do it. Now, what is understood and what should be understood? What is understood is that in the last life I had done something good or bad, it's called as karma. And then in this life, I am enjoying or suffering karma phala. Now in the last life, this body was not there. But I did something good or bad, so I was there. Yes, very good. In the next life, this body will not be there. But I will be there, enjoy or suffering. Yes. So what is the understanding? Am I born or am I dead? What is the understanding? See, before coming to Cape Town, I was in that place A, I don't know the names. Before coming to place A, I was in place B. Before coming to place B, I was in PE. Before PE, I was in Durban. Where did I die? Durban is dead for me. I'm as it is. Then I was born in PE. Then PE dead for me. Now, then I was born in place B. Then that place is dead for me. Born again in place A. That is dead for me. Then again born in Cape Town. Tomorrow I will die. Cape Town will be dead for me. I'll be born in Johannesburg. Where did I die? There is one movie many years before I have seen. My friend took me in USA. And that movie is conveying a deep message, but people who do not have the background, they don't understand it. My friend took me there, full of wit, humor, and also something funny. The name of the movie is RIPD, Rest in Peace Department. That's the movie. And in that, to cut the story short, two police officers, they go for investigating something on the top of a building, and they had exchange of arguments. So one police officer takes out the gun, a pistol, and shoots the other. The one who was shot dead, he comes down and falls on the ground. When he falls on the ground, he gets up. But everything around him is like a frozen picture. He doesn't die. The world is dead to him. And then he goes to the Gabriel. And Gabriel checks. Oh, he's a good person. We can use him for our work. And then he is appointed that he can move around, he can see everything, but nobody can see him. The movie is fun and all masala is there. Then he sees his body was being buried and his wife is crying and he sees everything, but nobody sees him. And then movie continues and then she gets married. Then he sees his wife and also the new husband to his wife. And thereafter continues. Then one day a big accident happens. And in that big accident, the car blast happens. The car is thrown in the air and all the buildings and glasses are shattered. And from that car, she gets up and walks. Now he can see her and she can see him, but nobody can see them. And they walk hand in hand and the movie is over. See? What a great message. We have never died, nor we are ever born. One husband told me, Swamiji, tell my wife that I am elder than her. She should respect me. I said, look here, since how long you are married? Swamiji, for 15 years. So did you get married together or separately? No, we got married together. So both of you are now 15 years of age. Teenagers. Fight for another 4 years. After that, when teenage is over, you will be all right. Husband and wife, their age is the same. And who is suffering? Husband and wife. Man and woman never suffer. Husband and wife are never happy. Learn this. Then what is to be done? Karnataka. Whatever role we have to play your role. And when the job is over, quit the stage and be happy. This is what we have to understand. But Arjuna's question is that when he is neither able to enjoy this world nor he is able to realize the essential nature, then what happens to him? Does he like a cloud in the sky becomes nowhere, nothing? Please tell me. So he has neither enjoyed the world nor he has realized the truth. This is your and my question. And then Bhagavan, he continues further, etanme samchayam Krishna khetum arhasi asheshatah twadanya samshayasyasya khetana yupapaddate. This is my doubt. When we are neither able to realize our essential nature, nor we are able to enjoy this world, what happens to such frustrated fellows? Now be attentive. Yoga, Ayurveda, or any branch you take, they always tell us two things. If you do yoga, Ayurveda, whatever, you will remain healthy and you will lead a long life. Health and long life are curses. They are not blessings. What will you do by living long? Yesterday I gave you this example. Somebody lived for 10 years, somebody lived for 50 years, somebody lived for 100 years, somebody lived for 5,000 years. Childhood is the same. Childhood doesn't increase. And the real joy is in the childhood. And as you grow, all the worries and miseries are accumulating around us. Because we have become stagnant in that body. Charaiveti, charaiveti. Get out of it. Therefore, O Lord, this is my doubt. What happens if we are not fulfilling our journey into the reality? So neither we have enjoyed here nor there. And Tvad Anyaha Asya Samshesya Chetta Na Upapadyate. O Lord, other than you, nobody can solve this riddle. Now here important point we have to know. Whenever we are listening to satsanga, the quality of our mind will allow us to receive or reject the wisdom given. So take an example. Just all the examples are manufactured. I got an example of manufacturing company. So there was a student and he was asked, why you have not studied Sanskrit? You want to study Gita, you must know Sanskrit. In your school, there are no Sanskrit. There was, why? But I had taken a vow not to study Sanskrit. Why? Because the Sanskrit teacher was always punishing me. Whenever he will come to the class, first thing, as if it is a duty. You get up, go to the wall. I used to go to the wall. Face the wall. Then raise your hands. And thus, I used to be crucified for 35 minutes. Slowly, I developed hatred and bitterness toward the teacher. And therefore, whatever he is teaching, I will not listen. See? Therefore, if we go to the teacher, if we do not have respect and reverence, we will not receive a single word what the teacher tells, although it is the truth. Therefore, this shloka tells Arjuna had this faith, Shraddha. Therefore, he said earlier, Shishyasteham Shadhimam Tvam Prapannam. O Lord, I am thy disciple, kindly instruct me. So, other than you, this doubt of mine, nobody will be able to help me. Please tell me. It is our question. And to this question, Bhagwan tells a very beautiful reply. Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Parthanaiveha namutra vinashastasya vidyate nahi kalyana krut kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. Remember this simple principle. If I have done good to some old man and that old man died, so he cannot help me. But my goodness will not go waste. See? Normally, what is our thing? I have done so much for him. What he did for me? This is wrong. Bhagavan says, Nahi Kalyanakrut. If you are a good person, that goodness will not go waste. It definitely pays. I'll tell you two of my experiences. How, if you are not carrying any bitterness or vengeance or anything around, you will see your life changes. This happened in Germany on Hamburg airport. So I had only pounds. I came from UK, so only pounds, no coins. So when you have to take out that trolley to take your bags, etc., so you have to put some coin, only then the trolley is released. Otherwise it is locked. And I had no coin, so I don't know what to do. And I then finally, okay, I'll just drag myself. So one man was watching it. And then he came and he said something in German which I didn't understand. He said, wait a minute. He took out coin from his pocket, put over there, and released that card and gave me. I said, thank you so much. I'm sorry I don't know your language, but thank you for your gesture. And then I gave him 1 or 2 pounds. He said, no need. Who helped me? Government, parents, society? No. He can come in our life in any form. Vaye prakata kripala dina dayala. Bhagwan doesn't come. He manifests. Because where he is not, he doesn't have to come. I have to come to Pramila Ben's house from where I am staying. See? Because I am there, I am not here. But the self, the divine, everything is in him. He will manifest. Upanishads say the same thing. Yame vesha vrunate tena labhyaha tasesha atma vivrunate tarum swam. The Lord reveals himself in the heart of the devotee. Don't have to seek him. Then allow him to express. But we suppress it. No, not. See? Allow him. This is what I said. Nahi kalyana krut kaschit durgatim tadagachati. My dear, if you are good to others, others may not be good to you, but your goodness will not go waste. It will help you anytime, anywhere you don't know. And he can come in our life in any form. How important it is. Therefore, first of all, remember, do not have this wrong notion that I am doing puja, I am doing japa, and I am doing yoga, I am doing pranayam, but nothing is happening. Don't think that way. If you ask me why yoga, pranayam, then bhajan, kirtan, japa, why it is done? To keep ourselves occupied so that we don't become problem for others. There is a tradition in India, among Gujaratis particularly, that is called as Pushti Marga. I don't know whether they are here or not. In that Pushti Marga, mainly Gujaratis are there. They have their Bala Krishna, small baby Krishna, as their personal God. And in that old lady's house, in her room, there is one corner. And on that corner is very nicely decorated. There is a small bed. And on that bed, this old lady puts him to sleep. There is a small mosquito net. And there is a small light. And she goes and switches up. Now sleep, you are not going to disturb mommy, okay? Sleep. Then she gets up in the morning. Then there is a small toothbrush. And now finish your toothbrush quickly. And she takes out her denture wash. See? Thereafter, she will be giving the bath to him and nicely clothing and all that. They with their 4 or 5 hours gone. See? And then lunchtime, he used to be given lunch. Then evening, 3 o'clock, all these old ladies go to the temple, their Krishna temple, and there all the flowers are given to them. Now they have to clean every flower. On every tulasi, they have to write Rama, Rama. And with those tulasi flowers, they are made into a garland, then offered to the god. This keeps them so busy, no time to fight with anybody. So spiritual practice is to protect the world from us. See how busy you remain. Unless we understand these principles, we'll be only argumentative. Discover it from within. Therefore, nahi kalyana krut kaschit. Now when we are offering naivedya to Bhagwan, do you think he needs it? When we are giving bath to him, is he dirty? Then it is ourselves We have to be occupied somewhere or the other. And if we are not disciplined in this manner, then what happens? Only eat, oh eat. What is there for breakfast? What is there for lunch? Whole life is converting the food into garbage and nothing else. See, friends, therefore, Kalyana Krut Kaschit, when we are doing anything to this puja, etc., it is benefiting us because we are busy. Nahi Kalyana Krut Kaschit Durgatim Tata Gacchati. Then what happens? Such yogis, those who are doing good to the world, they die. After death, na durgatim tadagachati. They do not end up in a miserable post-existence. Then, prapya punya kritam lokan ushitva shashwati samaha shuchi nam srimatam gehe yoga brashto vijayate. Now such people who are very good, sincere, but they have not completed whatever is supposed to be completed, attained fulfillment, they are not attained, but they were good, having faith. Then what happens? Prapya punya kritan lokan. They go to the punya kritan lokan, to the heavens. And after going to heavens, no income tax, no water problem, no your electricity cut, no traffic jam. See, no nothing. Enjoy, enjoy. How many days will you enjoy there? Then you start getting bored. Yeah, what is this? Then again born. But now where he will be born? He will be born Shuchi Nam Shrimatam Gehe. He will be born pious and rich families. There are no accidents. Some children are born in the most miserable areas. Do you think God is a sadist torturing somebody? No. It is our own creation. See? Then, Shushi Nam Srimatam Gehe. Such yoga bhrashta, such seekers who could not complete their yoga abhyas, they are born in rich and good families. So, because of their punya kritan, meritorious deeds, they go to the heavens, live sufficiently. After that, their visa is expired, they come back to this world. But again, they come back to the holy, nice, pure families and lead a very comfortable, cheerful, wonderful life. This is one. Now, by this, what should be understood? That before they die, they were in a body. After that, the body dies, the embodied doesn't die. If this we are able to digest, two things will happen. One, fear of death will disappear. We never suffer because of death. We suffer because of fear of death. I don't know. I want to. So they ask us, Swamiji, what happens after death? Pehle maro, first die, then we'll decide. Nobody has ever experienced death. Nobody. I had a very bad experience in the childhood of a snake. Somewhere, I must have been very small that time. You know, this Deepastamba, that, what you call, I don't know, steel post is there, and in that, oil is put and nice, light before God. Below that, there was a huge snake sitting, and on that, it happened to be there. How he went there, God knows. So, when I was doing something, cleaning or doing thing, that and he came out. And thereafter, I ran away, and that has gone in my heart so deeply. Even if it is a plastic fake snake, I get frightened. So what we have to understand, fear is possible of something which you have experienced earlier, is it not? Have we experienced death? Why are we afraid? It's only because we have seen bodies dying. I am body, and they are afraid of death. Basic error. It is the body that dies, not me. It is for this purpose, this law of karma. Last life, this life, next life is told. Therefore, the Sankhya Shastra, Yoga Shastra, then Kundalini Shastra, then your Karma Shastra, all of them, they are making fool of us. Neither are we born, nor do we die. When a pot breaks, will the pot space from inside the pot will go out in search of another potty? When a pot is made, in that we may add sugar or milk or tea. Do we add space? Be very attentive. This is a very deep topic. We have to work on it. This is what I told in the meditation class today. Be attentive. Outside there is a space, inside there is a space. So this inside outside is valid with reference to the walls. If we pull the walls, where is inside, where is outside? One. Second thing, is the space inside the hall or the hall is inside the space? Clear? Now, next step. External air and internal air. If we cut the continuity of external and internal air by kumbhak, Swamiji, how long we should do kumbhak? Do it half an hour. Thereafter, you will not ask questions. You will be realized. See? So, air is outside, air is inside the body. Therefore, what should be the understanding? The air is not inside the body. The body is in the air. Go one step further. This object is outside. And the knowledge of the object is inside. And it has to be the same mind. The object seen by you cannot be known by me. It has to be the same mind. So the mind is outside with the object, and the same mind is inside as the subject. Therefore, the body is in the mind. Mind is not in the body. And therefore, when the body is dropped by the mind, in deep sleep, we continue to be. So we are not because of the body. The body is because of me. Thereafter, now start working on this thing like we did in the morning. What it is like. Something is in me means what? Like all colors and forms are in the vision. Means what? Varieties of colors and forms may be there, but the vision eliminating them is only one. All of them are supported by the vision, but vision is not influenced by any one of them. Is it not our experience? Waking we support, dream we support, deep sleep we support, samadhi we support. So waking and dream when we support, we do not get anything. In deep sleep and samadhi, we lose everything, but we are not the loser. We are the same. One homework, work on this. What it is like this statement. I had good sleep, but in between I had bad dreams. Who can make this statement? Reflect. Who can make this statement? Waker cannot make this statement. He was not in the deep sleep. The dreamer cannot make this statement. He was not in the waking. So how can he make a statement? The deep sleeper cannot make this statement because in deep sleep he was not sleeping. He was awake. Then only he knows the deep sleep. Who makes this statement? You make. We don't. Don't give up. Contemplate. Reflect. Think. Therefore, the one who was present in the waking without becoming a waker, who was present in the dream without becoming a dreamer, who was present in the deep sleep without going to sleep, he alone can make a statement that I had a good sleep and bad dreams. So they are in me, but I am not in them. Friends, Shushinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Brashto Bijayate Athava, or the second aspect is that when a seeker is no more desiring anything, many yoga people, they do the things to get some siddhis. I should have the power to bless somebody. So they have some desires. Therefore, because of the remnant desires in their mind, they are born in rich and good families. But if a seeker is having zero desires, then he has a प्राप्य पुण्य कृतान लोकाम उषित्वा शाश्वती समा शुचि नाम श्रीमताम गेहे योग भ्रष्टोपि जायते अथवा और योगी नामेव कुले भवति धीमताम, or such completely dispassionate seekers, they are born in the pious yogi families where prosperity and riches is not the concern at all. Purity and contemplation is the foundation of life. Rich people think these people are poor, but you see, they are happy. And that is what it matters in life. So, athava yoginam eva kule bhavati dhimatam, or they are born in the families of the great yogis, pious people, and अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम एतद्धि दुर्लभतरम लोके जन्म यदिदृशम. This is rare birth in this world wherein we are born in the divine, pure, contemplative, simple families. You take many great masters, Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, right from childhood, dispassion, contemplation. He only looks at something, he gets into samadhi. Yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadhaya. This doesn't happen overnight. It is for us to recognize that we are continuous, unbroken divine self. But then we have these questions. Why some children are born so intelligent? There is one thing on YouTube you might have seen. There is one boy, oh, what is his name? I think he's a Bengali boy. And he is hardly 7, 8 years. He is a doctorate and he gives the convocation address for a PhD students in USA. So small. Now, how it is possible? So the questions are to be answered. In the last life, he must have done this thing. No. But what is the purpose? Purpose is to tell that nahi kalyana krut kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. If you are good, your goodness will not go waste. And the same goodness will ultimately help you to merge in the absolute. This is the purpose. Therefore, Shuchi Nam Sri Matam Gehe Yoga Vrashtopi Jayate Athava Yogi Nameva Kule Bhavati Dhimatam. So Dhimatam Yogi Nam Kule Bhavati. Such great seekers, they are born in the wise yogis' families. And Eta the Durlabhataram Loke Janma Yadidrusham. This is rare indeed in the birth to be born in such good families. Then what happens after they are born in such good families? That part we'll take in our concluding session. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.